Well, retirement's here, so should you be downsizing your house? Hi, my name is Dave Grant. I am the founder of Retirement Matters, and this is the 5-Minute Retirement Plan podcast. Today, we're talking about downsizing your house when you retire. And let's talk about all the different things that go into it and if this makes sense for you. So let's talk about the decade that led up to retirement. You've got kids. You may have had elderly parents or relatives staying in your home, and it was kind of that hustle and bustle. Now you're transitioning into retirement. You may have a lot of different plans that involve travel or relocating across the country, and you're trying to figure out what size house works now. So for one, you're typically going to have less family at home. So kids are gone. They have flown the nest. They're done with college. They're now living their own life. Elderly parents, they may not be around anymore if they were living with you, and now could just be you or you and your spouse, and you don't need as much space. So that's typically why you're lending yourself to doing this. Now, just because we're talking about downsizing doesn't mean that you have to follow one approach to go about it. So let me take you through an example. Let's say you have a $500,000 house. It's paid off. You're looking to relocate to either somewhere local or somewhere in a different part of the country, and you have the cash to either put a good down payment or even buy another house outright. Should you be selling the current house that you're in? Well, you might want to look at the rental market and see if you have renters in your house that you're currently living in and you're going to move out of. What type of income could that generate to support you in retirement and providing the cash flow that you need? Now, if you don't want to become a landlord, obviously that's not going to be the option for you. So you want to make sure that, okay, if I have a $500,000 house and I bought it for $200,000, I've got a $300,000 gain there. Is that going to be taxable? Now, if you've lived in that house for a long time and it's just you're single, some of that might be taxable. If you are married, it's potentially not going to be taxable because you've got different limits in the IRS code that allow you to get tax-free gains from the sale of your primary residence. Now, there's lots of things that go into, does selling my house to downsize make sense? Let's say you're moving across the country. House prices are double. Real estate taxes are doubled. The lifestyle that you're going to lead is actually going to be more expensive should you move there than it would be if you're staying put. So should you actually stay in the house that you're currently in and maybe spend 3 or 4 months at a Airbnb or a long-term stay house where you want to be? It might not make sense to sell your house and buy something in a more expensive place. Let's say you're not even moving. Let's say that you are looking to stay in the area that you're at, but you just want a smaller house. Well, how are interest rates? Are they higher than what you currently bought your house or your current mortgage is currently at? If you downsized, would it actually be more expensive to you on a monthly basis if you're looking to hold a mortgage than it would be to stay in the current place that you're at? Now, one thing I've seen that comes into this conversation and pretty much always seals the deal for someone that they should downsize is if they're looking for a single level or a ranch home. They're preparing for the future. They don't want to climb stairs anymore. They want a bedroom on the main floor. They want a bathroom on the main floor with everything there. So if you've got a house that has multiple levels and multiple stairs for you to climb, it may make sense to plan for the future and buy that, ranch style house now and make sure that you can lock in the current price and the current benefits of that, and you're not forced to move when that time comes. Now, unfortunately, some people need to downsize when they get to retirement. They've got to a place where they are retired and they've realized, I don't have enough money to provide the lifestyle that I would like to live, and I need to get that money from somewhere. And so for many, that becomes selling their house. So let's say you've got a $1 million house and you could live very comfortably in a $400,000 house. You could sell the house that you're living in, go buy a $400,000 house and put $600,000, we're ignoring taxes and all of this, and put that in your portfolio and have that start to be generating income for you. Now, the cost associated with a $400,000 versus $1 million home, it's going to be a lot less. So you may not actually need as much cash flow as you think coming from your portfolio. But that is one way that you can beef up your portfolio and move into a simpler lifestyle, and it achieves multiple goals at once. So this is never an easy decision, and it's not something that I see people jump into very quickly. When I am helping people go through that retirement transition, there's a lot of discussion on homes. Whether it be, should we relocate across the country? What type of house should we be living in? What size house do we need? How much can we afford with our cash flow, our portfolio, everything that we've got? There is a lot of planning that goes into this decision. And let's not forget, home is a very emotional decision. So sometimes it doesn't happen quickly either. If this is something you want to plan out and you need some help, you can always come find me and we can have a conversation about it. My name is Dave Grant. I run a company called Retirement Matters, and I'll see you on the next video.
Dave Grant is the founder of Retirement Matters, a wealth management firm in Barrington, Illinois. Dave specializes in helping people transition into retirement, specifically executives at AbbVie and Illinois teachers in the TRS pension system. If you have concerns about your retirement transition and want help from a fee-only advisor with decades of experience helping people like you can learn more at www.retirementmatters.co.